So basic concepts are the trigonometric functions. First of all, before going to learn function means you need to know that here. Okay. So what is meant by a function? A relation. Already in the previous class you have a relation in which every element of the domain is having a unique image in a codomain. It's called as a function. Trigonometric ratios are different from the trigonometric functions. Do remember that. There is a difference between the trigonometric ratios and trigonometric functions what we have learned in the previous classes. Previous classes में आप 11th class में difference find out. Trigonometric ratio is nothing but what is the difference between the trigonometric ratio and whenever you are taking here function is going to have some domain and function is going to have some domain and as well as range and codomain. Okay. अरे disturbance. अभी बोर्ड दिख रहे हैं?
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर।
प्रेजेंटेशन स्टॉप हो गया ना?
No, sir. Sir, 0-0 ही है sir अभी भी.
It is visible. Now I think it is stopped. Now the board is visible to you at least.
Yes, sir.
So first thing is the trigonometric functions. You need to know that what is the domain and the range of the trigonometric functions. Let us learn first. Okay, I'm going to explain to you that what to do. So whenever the sine function you are taking sine. So what is the domain of the sine function? How do you know the domain of the domain and range? These are the main parts you need to know that. In the 9th class already I have explained to you. Domain is any real number can be taken. How do we know that domain is any real number? How do we know that domain is any real number? Can anyone say? Can you say that? How do you say that domain is trigonometric? Sine is defined for any real number. Normally, this what you keep in your mind. Is it visible to you?
The sign is visible. The sign domain range it is visible, sir. But the board is visible, sir. But sometimes it gets blurred.
Visible to you. Whatever error it is visible to you.
No sir.
Hello? Huh? No, not visible.
सर ब्लर हो रहा है, ब्लर दिखाई दे रहा है.
Wait 1 minute. So do anyone know that at least what is the domain and range of the sine function and cos function? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is audible, okay, then I'll through the presentation only I will show it to you so that it is an easy task. So sine function is going to have the, is it visible to you? Presentation.
Sir, yes, sir. Sine R. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Sine, what is the domain of the sine function? You try to remember these domain of the sine function is real numbers. R is nothing but real numbers, and the range is -1 to 1. And cos function, cosine domain is real numbers, same, and range is -1 to 1. And whenever you take the tangent, the domain is r minus the number multiples, odd multiples of the pi by 2. Odd multiples of pi by 2. Odd multiples of pi by 2 is nothing but just like the numbers which are in the form of the pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, except that numbers the remaining, because at that place the tan value 3 pi by 2, what is the tan pi by 2 value? Undefined. Tan pi by 2 value what? Tan pi by 2 is undefined. Okay. Tan 3 pi by 2 is also undefined. So it is undefined in the places of pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, odd number of multiples whenever you are taking. Pi by 2 is nothing but, pi by 2 is nothing but, whenever the coordinate axis, whenever you are taking into consider like this axis, if you are taking, this is coordinate, 0 angle. It is, if it comes here, pi by 2. If it goes here, pi. Then again, if it comes to here, 3 pi by 2. So whenever you take that positive x y axis and negative y axis, whenever the rotated is at that places, then the angle is, means tan is not defined, and the range is real numbers only you are going to get, and cotangent is except the multiples of the pi, n pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, it is not defined. So that cotangent is r minus n pi, and the real numbers is itself the domain range of the cotangent, and secant is going to have the denominator cos, as we are having a tan is also denominator is going to have the cos. So the both are same domain you are going to have, so do remember that. But whenever the range is taken into consider, except the -1 to 1, the remaining all the real numbers will come into the course of secant. And cosecant domain and range, so everyone please try to keep in your mind this one. I will give the 2 minutes time to you, and everyone have to read it. Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
So I keep in your mind this one, these things, and try to remember this. So these are the basic things. And inverse of the function inverse, when inverse of the function will exist.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, please show the that I will take a screenshot, sir.
It is there in your textbook also.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Note kar liya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next thing, inverse of the function. For the one function, the inverse will exist when it is bijection, means 1 1 and onto only. If a function f from x to y such that f of x is equals to y is 1 1 and onto, then there exists a unique function g from y to x such that g of y is equals to x. So that is called inverse of the function. Now we are going to learn the inverse functions. Inverse trigonometric function. So in that, it is f is a function means its inverse will be denoted by f inverse. Like that, sine is a function means sine x is a one function, f of x equal to sine x. Like that function is there, and its inverse is sine inverse of x. Its inverse is sine inverse of x. So you see that here inverse of the function f and f inverse whenever you are taking into consider. This means normally sine inverse is different from sine whole inverse. Sine inverse of x will be written to you in a different way, and sine x whole inverse is written in different way. Sine x whole inverse is nothing but 1 by x, 1 by sine x. Sine inverse x is nothing but inverse function of the given function. Now here, see here as an example, sine 0 is equals to 0, sine pi is equals to 0, but the sine function is not a 1 function. Whenever you take range domain as a real numbers, it is not a 1 function, because 0 ko pi ko dono ko the value is 0. Both are having the same image. Both 0 and pi both are having the same image. So we will restrict the domain to the minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 is nothing but in the fourth and first quadrant only will be there. So that's why whenever you restrict that one, then repeated numbers will not come in that restriction. So minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is the domain whenever you take it to consider, and range is minus 1 to 1. In that range you are going to get it. Okay, so here if you take minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, or minus 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2, or pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, domains will act to you same, but we will take the principal in this. Anyone if you take as a domain of the sine inverse, then it is a 1 function only. So inverse of the sine is written as a sine inverse upar minus 1, and the domain of this function will become the minus 1 to 1. Sine का domain minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 should be taken into consider. Sine inverse का domain क्या होगा? Sine का range क्या है? वो domain होगा, and range will be here minus pi by 2 to 1. And whatever minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is taken, that is called as a principal value branch. What do we call? It is called as a principal value branch. Now sine function, if whenever you take the graph will be looks like this. Sine function, the first one, and the inverse function graph will be like this. So here this is the difference between the sine function and the inverse function, inverse of the sine function. In the same way, cos, whenever you take into consider cos 0 value is equals to 1, cos 2 pi value is also equals to 1. So we will restrict the domain of the cos to the, instead of the real numbers, 0 to pi later. Whenever it is taken 0 to pi, it becomes a 1 and onto. 0 to pi is nothing but first quadrant and second quadrant only. So in that, if you are taking, or when the domain is of the cos, whenever you take minus pi to 0, or 0 to pi, or pi to 2 pi, then it becomes a onto function. So the domain of the cos inverse will be the minus 1 to 1, and the range will be 0 to pi. Then only if the cos function domain is taken as a 0 to pi only, then it becomes 1 and onto, then inverse exists. So that's why we will restrict the domains of the trigonometric functions to make it as a 1 and onto. So the cos function will be looks like this, and cos inverse will be like that. Okay, in the same way, tan, next to the tan, next let us move it to the cosec inverse. Okay, cosec inverse, we know that the range of the cosec inverse is real numbers minus except the minus 1 to 1. That becomes a domain, and the principal value branch is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. The principal value branch of the cosec is minus pi by 2. So at last I will show it to you that here these are the all the trigonometric functions whenever you are taking into consider, this is the thing you have to remember here. Previous one, whatever I have shown to you, that is trigonometric functions, domain and range. Now here, inverse trigonometric functions, domain and range. Please try to remember this one. Inverse trigonometric functions, domain and range. आज के लिए आपका वर्क है ये दोनों याद रखना है. समझ में आ रहा है ना? Try to remember and analyze it. Why do we get this? Whatever the range is taken to you in case of the trigonometric functions, they will become as a domain. And whatever the domain is restricting to make the trigonometric function as a bijective function. Bijective करने के लिए किधर restriction हम लोग दे रहे हैं? So that restriction should be taken as a domain range of the inverse trigonometric function. So inverse trigonometric function, please note down this table. It is very important that you need to learn it. Okay? Note कर लिया? Devian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have noted, sir.
So here, do remember one point that sin inverse का closed interval होगा, tan inverse का open interval होगा. Intervals please note down in the proper way. The range of the sin inverse will be closed interval minus pi by 2 pi. Cos inverse is closed interval 0 to pi. Tan inverse is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi. And cosec inverse is minus sin inverse की जैसा ही है, but except 0. And cosec inverse is same as a cos inverse only, but except pi by 2 because it is not defined at the place of pi by 2. Because already we have discussed it. Tan domain, whenever you take tan domain is what here? Tan domain, tan function domain, except the pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, odd multiples of the pi by 2 should be deleted from the real numbers. Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. So pi by 2 should not be there. So that's a tan inverse whenever you take into consider, open interval is taken into consider. Open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. हो गया?